So listen up. I know your girl been MIA, but a lot of stuff been going on. So let me let you in. Okay. So I just started working this job probably about a month ago. Your girl always kept a job longer than this now. So I'm not no hey, sit at the house type of mama. Of course ain't nothing wrong with that. So I don't knock the stay at home moms, but that ain't me. I feel as though teamwork makes the dream work. So I like to go and make the cash too. Okay. Yeah. So I was getting comfortable. And baby, I don't know if that's a problem or not. But the job that I was doing, it was different. It was real different. Your girl was doing a man's job. When I say switching over pipes, doing computer stuff to get stuff running, and getting stuff put down, and all that good stuff with the computer and these big old machines, honey. Working for a really top brand company. A lot of y'all probably actually consume these products, but anywho, we're not even gonna go there. So let me tell y'all this. Just the other day, we end up finishing early, okay? More like 30 minutes early. So your girl had got done doing what she needed to do. I actually even verified with one of my crew. Okay, so I was like, all right, so we ain't gotta do that. So let me go ahead and fill my time in with something else. So your girl did just that. And right when I was finna clock out, baby, it was literally like 30 minutes later. The supervisor standing at the time clock, baby, I already knew it was going down. She was like, come out to my office, baby, me and a couple more other people, honey. So I already knew what the deal was. But baby, you already on some other stuff. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because who do this type of work? You know what I'm saying? Like that anyway. So went into the office, baby. It is time for me to go. But I still listen for a few minutes, okay? So the hubby got the call on the phone. Like, baby, where you at? Because, my location on. So around this time, I'm heading home. So she in there talking about, so nobody thought to ask, was there anything else to do? Baby, it's 30 minutes in. What else could possibly be done with a 30-minute time span? And I'm not staying over because you already know at 6 o'clock, I'm at the door. I got to get home to relieve my husband because he got to go to work in the AM, honey. So, baby, she in there trying to handle somebody like a kid. Now, while those other two guys were sitting there like a little mouse, baby, I'm going to speak up and I'm going to say exactly what's on my mind. And I did just that. So in between that time, hubby was calling the phone. So I picked up the phone like, hey, babe, I'm on the way. So she looking at me. They looking at me. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's going to be my last day for sure. So after I said what I need to say, and she was still going on a little bit and had the audacity to say she was going to write somebody up. Baby, who you finna write up? Baby, I'm not even an employee here anymore. Do you hear me? You can write them up, but you ain't finna write me up. How and why would you write somebody up after you done asked them a question and I told you, lady, I didn't even think it was an issue because I felt the job was done. And then after I verified with your other worker who is training me, it was nothing to do at that point in time. So, baby, anywho, that's a whole nother story. But, baby, we had the discussion on that. So, she wanted to call herself somebody. She gonna write it up, put in the file, baby. What file? Because I'm not even working here no more. Baby, when I was going out the door, I told her, yeah, today my last day. Whatever she said after that, baby, I can care less. Because when I go in, I go above and beyond. I just don't do the bare minimum, baby. I'm doing things that weren't done before and was told so. Baby, even when I got into the shift at 9:30 at night, she gave me all type of recognitions about how I was doing this and how I was doing this right. How it looked so good and all this and that. Baby, I know if I touch it or present myself to be in it, it's going to be great. But baby, I want to know how it's going to be after that. But that's not my problem. I'm going to let them deal with it. But running off for 2 hours of sleep, y'all, going in there that night, and to be hustled and bustled like that, baby, find somebody else to do it. Because I'm not pressed. Because God going to make a way for sure all day, every day. My hubby work good. He make good money. He'll love me to stay at home anyway. You hear me? So, baby, this came perfectly on time. But your girl got to go up there and pick up all her stuff that's in the locker. Because, baby, I got some stuff I done bought just for the job to be comfortable. I'm talking about down to little glass snack where to put my almonds and pistachios and stuff in on the breaks. and all of that. But baby, that's a whole nother thing. Baby, they coming home. I'm going to get all my stuff out that locker. I wish I would have got it in, but your girl ain't even bring her cooler that day. So I'm gonna have to make another trip up there for sure and make sure I get my stuff and turn these work uniforms in as well. But I ain't stressing it though. I just had to tell y'all about that. But it all boils back around to being your own boss, doing your own thing, doing stuff that you good at doing stuff you enjoy doing, and not working for nobody but your damn self. Okay? Because baby, I got more than enough of talents to do my own thing. But see, it be situations just like that that bring me back around to the exact same thing. Girl, do your own thing. Be your own boss. Ain't nobody over you but God. And it keeps showing me that time after time, year after year, why I feel as though I can't keep no damn job. Because a job ain't for me to keep unless it's my own, unless it's in my family and I'm the one starting it up, okay? All right. And that's exactly how it's gonna go. So here I am, honey, showing y'all and telling y'all a piece of what's been going on with me. But your girl is stocking these groceries, okay? And baby, we went to the store with these babies. They did awesome like always. And you know, people be looking, baby. They be staring. Baby, these good kids. I had this lady come up to me in Walmart. She was like, "Oh, your family is so beautiful." And I was like, "Thank you." And in my head, I'm after I told her that God is so good, honey. My kids, mine. I have a lot of kids. Remind me, I have a 10. I have a 10-year-old baby. I got true when I say kids, just about every age, but one. But listen, they 2 years apart. I got one about to turn one in the next couple months. But anywho, that's a whole other story. Should be 10 months. I'm 27, y'all. That's my baby, y'all. But anywho, and I also have a 18-year-old who just graduated from Magna High School, baby. Okay, yeah. T T, yeah. Yes, baby. God is good. That's the real T. Train these kids up right. God first at all times. Everything else fall into place. But a job I would never stress about. So here I am getting these groceries together for these children so that I can make sure they eat. As always, me and hubby is gonna make sure these kids are fed. So yeah, another video on the deep freezer side, because baby, that's a whole nother thing, and it is stocked. So we ain't have to get that much meat this month. So I was happy about that, because baby, we ain't on a budget, because baby, God supply. Okay, but we on the budget a little bit. All right. So yeah, that's that. But anywho, we got what we got. These kids gonna be well fed, well taken care of as always. But anywho, y'all, that concludes this video. Your girl is done. I'm doing my own thing. God first at all times. Don't forget to put yourself first, God first above all, but everything else falls into place in the meantime. Love you guys, and I'll talk with you all next time.